technology right now I'm working on. And moreover, why I have chosen EC as my branch, because like at that time it was at very much boom. Moreover, as I took admission in EC branch, with the years passing on, like during my second year and third year, I really got to know that yes, this is one of the great streams that you can work on. And apart from that, the technical background, like I was very much comfortable with that department also. So like I got keen interest in this branch. And from during my BTech itself, like I made my mood that yes, I want to work in this field only, and I want to fetch a job in the electronics department itself. So that's why, like after completion of my BTech, I have started preparing for the government exams. Like during my BTech also, in the third year, I got to know about engineering services. So this is my journey. Like I will share you my experience, like how I prepared for this, and later on how I got admission in BL. What are the technologies that right now I am working on, and what are my experiences, how I can help you guys in order to fetch a job, and what are the core technical areas, or what are the expertise that you have to get during your BTech in order to fetch a job after completion of your BTech course. So let me show you one presentation that I have made. Like in that one, I will be covering all the major aspects of the public sector exams. Apart from that, I'll give you the knowledge of the private sector also. Like what are the expertise and what are the software skills, or what are the domain areas that you have to work on in order to fetch a job. Because at the end of the day, like we all are engineers, and finally we have took admission in engineering just for the sake, like we have to get a job, and we in order to fetch a job, we have to get the technical expertise in various domains. So let me show you the presentation that I have worked on. So as you can all see that this is like today we are here gathered here to talk about the career opportunities after engineering. Like in what core areas you have to work upon. Like nowadays, even our government is also telling that we have to improve our skills. So I'll be briefly tell you about what are the skills that you have to gain during your BTech course in order to fetch a job finally after completion of your BTech course. So before that, let me tell you a brief introduction about myself also. So right now, like my name is Arpan Rathore. I am from Ambala, Kent. And right now I'm working in Bharat Electronics Limited, Bangalore as a deputy engineer. And I am an alumni of ACE, and I have cleared my BTech in EC in 2014. Now, talking first, I will let me tell you like what are the various steps that we have to take in order to get the information about this whole thing. So, firstly, I will tell you about a brief introduction about Bharat Electronics Limited, like what is this organization, and what are the technology, like what is the core domain of the work of this organization. Later on, I will tell you about myself, like how I got the selection in BEL. Apart from that, what are the technologies that I have worked on, and right now in what position, and what are the tools we are using in BEL, especially what I am using in order to get the products made that we are manufacturing in BEL. Later on, I will tell you the various aspects of the engineering, like in what all sectors you people can get the job, and how you have to work upon. Like that will be the major focus. Like you have to prepare yourself in during this 4-year course. So after the completion of this BTech, you will be able to get a job out of it, and that too a good job. Like that's our main focus of today's presentation. Okay. So let me tell you about first of all about Bharat Electronics Limited. Talking about BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited. It is one of the 21 Navratna PSUs. PSU's full form is PSU Public Sector Undertaking. And this is one of the PSU that comes under the Ministry of Defense. Okay, like some other PSUs are also there, like Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, this Garden Reach Shipbuilders Limited, Cochin Shipyard Limited, Bharat Dynamics Limited. So these are different kind of PSUs that comes under Ministry of Defense, and BEL is one amongst them. Okay. Now, what are the major areas that BL is working right now? It is actually a aerospace and defense company, and it majorly works in the advanced electronics area. Like if I talk of some of the major core areas that BL is working right now are avionics, radars, missile systems, then electronic voting machine, traffic signal based on solar technologies, various kinds of radars, optoelectronics, information technology, semiconductor devices, solar power generation systems, identification of friend or foe secondary radar, then some of the software defined radios and IP radios. So these are the major areas that BL is working right now. And it has overall 9 factories all across the India, and it majorly the products that are manufactured in BEL. It is mainly for the Indian Armed Forces, vis-a-vis all the three forces. That is, whether I talk of Army, Air Force, or Navy. So these are the major areas that BL is working right now, and some of the civilian areas is also like are there in the BL that we are working, and we have included in this, like the EVM, electronic voting machine, that you might people might have heard of, that was majorly produced in BEL. Like 15 lakh numbers were produced in BEL. So that is there. Apart from that, like battery technology nowadays are very much coming in the picture. So one of the, like in our Bangalore unit itself, one mini APS, mini SBU they have opened with the name of battery technologies. Apart from that, on the Internet of Things also, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So these are the major areas that BL is also working right now. Now, talking about myself, like before that, I will tell you about these are the major products that BL is working right now. Like I have already told you, it is mainly working for the defense sector. So these are the major, like Swati radar is there. You have heard of Akash missile system. Then various different kinds of radars are there. Even the tank electronics, some part of it is manufactured in BEL. And this is the civilian area, this EVM and VVPAT. Like majority of you people might have heard of it. So this is the one of the civilian project that BEL is manufacturing. Now I will tell you about a brief about myself, that how I got the admission in BEL. Okay. So if I talk of my career in BEL, I joined BEL in 2018 as a probationary engineer, and right now I'm working as a deputy engineer. Like after completion of my probationary period, I got the post of deputy engineer, and now I will tell you like how I got admission in BEL. Like at that time when I cleared my BTech, like every year they used to conduct this probationary engineer exam, which is conducted at all India level. Okay. So I cleared this exam in my third attempt. First of all, I've given it in 2014, then in the last semester itself, and then I cleared it. Then I given it in 2016, and finally I got the selection in 2017 during my third attempt. So how there's like, first of all, I've given this exam, then interview was there, and then finally medical was there, and after clearing all these things, uh, finally the merit list came, and like my name was there in it. So like yes, I was a little bit happy that yes, finally my hard work has paid off. Then during my starting 1 year, like when I joined BEL, probation period was of 2 years. So during my starting 1 year, like I have joined BEL in 2018. So at that time, because of the 2019 elections, and since EVM was getting manufactured in BEL itself, like only small part of it was manufactured in ECIL. Apart from, like majorly it was developed in BEL. So I was deployed in that project, and I was working in the testing department, where I used to rectify the problem that are coming in the PCBs of the this EVM project, and how to rectify it. And I have worked on the like PCB level circuit designing also, like how it has been done, and what are the problems that are coming in this EVM, and how to rectify it. Like majorly I worked in the testing department. Later on in 2019, like after this whole election process got over in 2019, after that I was shifted for the same SBU, like that same department, in the R&D department of it, where from that time onwards, in after March 2019, like in April, I joined this R&D department, and since then I was working on the tablet PC project that we are designing for the Indian Navy. And this, in the tablet PC technology, the tools that we are using, like since being an electronics engineer, for the PCB designing and circuit designing, we are using OrCAD and LTM. And the OS that we are inducting in this tablet PC is Linux based platform. Like Indian Navy has their own operating system, and that has been designed by CDEC Chennai, and it has been inducted in this tablet PC. Now, since why we are doing this, because actually Indian Navy required it for their candidates. They want to teach their candidates, and since they wanted a secure tablet so that the data can be fetched from their server itself, so that's why we have designed this tablet. And what we are doing is that we are making compatible our hardware with the software that this OS CDEC Chennai has produced. And yes, we are working on these technologies, especially these tools for the circuit and PCB designing ORCAN and LTM. And we are working on the kernel level also for the optimization of the OS that has been produced by CDEC Chennai. Now, actually coming to the real picture, this was a little bit a brief information about me and my organization. Like coming to the real picture, why we have gathered here today is to talk about the career opportunities in engineering. Like after completion of your BTech, you have to get a job out of it, right? So talking about, like, you can either go for public sector or you people can opt for private sector also. Like since I have worked in the public sector, so I'll be, first of all, I'll be talking about that, and later on I'll be shifting on to the private sector also, like what are the tools and technologies that you have to learn during your BTech course in order to get the job. Okay. So first of all, let me, if I talk of public sector, like it can be divided into two things. Like first is central government department and other one are PSUs. Okay. The main difference between central government and PSU is in the central government department, that will be totally the government, central government based, or the central government will be having the full control of it. And if I talk of PSUs, like state and center share will be there. Okay. Like some share will be of central government, some share will be of PSUs. So these are the mainly major central government departments like Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Indian Space Research Organization, Defense Research and Development Organization. Then NILIT is there, National Institutes of Electronics and IT. Then Samir is there. Engineering services are there. Okay, Indian Railways are there. See that these are the central government departments. And if I talk of the PSUs, so these are some of the famous PSUs like Bharat Electronics Limited is there. Delhi Metro is there, Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation, Noida Metro, UP Power Corporation, Airport Authority of India, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. So these are the some of the PSUs that you may get to know. Okay, then later on I will talk about the private sector also, like the streams that our college are providing BTech in. So we will talk about these private sector also, like what are the technologies and expertise you people have to get in order to fetch a job out of it. So let me start off with the public sector. So if I talk of the public sector, so these are the major exams. First of all is GATE is there, Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, Engineering Services Examination. Then BARC examination is also there, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization exam is there, DRDO exam is there, and various other PSU examinations I'll talk of. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you one by one what are all of these exams and what are the core purpose of it. What is the minimum criteria that you have to require, and what are the different perks and privileges that you will get out of it. Okay. So let me start off with the GATE, that is Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. This exam is majorly designed for if you want to go for MTech, or if you want to go for PhD also, or you can opt for integrated course of MTech plus PhD. Apart from this, if you want to go for PSUs, like if I talk of myself, from the 2014 year itself, majority of the PSUs have stopped taking their own examinations, and they have put on the criteria of selection through GATE exam. Okay, so if you want to go for various PSUs, so you can opt for this one. Like GATE is the major criteria for getting selection in the various PSUs. These are the famous PSUs are there: ONGC, BHEL, Steel Authority of India Limited, Gas Authority of India Limited, HAL is there, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So these various number of PSUs are there, and these are classified on the basis of Maharatna, Navratna, and Mini Ratna. Okay. Now, what are the minimum qualifications that you require for this GATE exam? So BTech should be there. Or in fact, some BSc or MSc, not BSc, MSc candidates can also give this exam. And from this year onwards, especially this 2021, even the third year students can also give this exam. Why they are doing this? Because to get a more intense knowledge of what you are getting in this exam, and so that after completion of your BTech during the final year itself, you people can get a job out of it, or if you want to pursue a career as an MTech, so that one also you can opt for. So now I will tell you like what are the minimum rank that you have to fetch in order to get a job, or if you want to pursue for MTech. Okay, so like very few people know after completion of their BTech also like minimum rank that is required for MTech if you want to go for it. So if you want to join any IIT after MTech through GATE, like if you want to go for MTech and if you want to join any IIT or some of the NITs also, you have to get a good rank in GATE and up to 1500 All India rank. You can get an MTech in IIT, and even if you want to go for NIT also, like if supposedly by any chance if you don't get an admission in IITs, you can go for NITs also. Like that is also like some of the NITs are even better than IITs. Okay, like if I talk of NIT Trichy is there, NIT Calicut is there, NIT Warangal is there. These are some of the NITs that are better than some of the IITs also. Okay, now next thing is, if you want to go for PSU, like if you want to have that thing that you at the end of the day you want to want a job out of it, okay, in the core technical department, then you can go for various PSUs. And minimum rank, if I talk of majority of the streams, if I talk of ECE, electrical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science engineering, and various other engineering branches, minimum at least for 500 All India rank 500 you have, like your rank should be less than this. And like minimum marks, especially for ECE candidates, like I am from ECE background. If you are getting more than 65 marks in your this exam, like you will be able to get a rank under 500. Okay, 500 or maximum max to max 600. Okay, now so last of all, like if I talk about this, why we are preparing for this exam, because if you are going for PSUs, like for Maharatna PSUs, you can get a package of around 20 lakh per annum. So that will be approximately more than 1 lakh salary in your hand for every month. Okay, apart from that, various many privileges are there if you go for a PSUs. So that is there. This is the first exam. Okay, how to prepare for it, I will later on talk about it in the upcoming slides. Let me talk one by one of the various examinations that you can go for. Okay, second is one is engineering services examination. This is for if you want to go in the technical cadre, grade class 1 or grade A officer in the various central government department, like Indian Naval Armament Services are there, Indian Railway Services are there. Okay, Border Road Organization are there. Border Road Organization is one of the organization. Okay, then this one even for the junior technical officer JTO post was earlier, it was through engineering services. Now like they have shifted on to their own examination. Okay, so majorly this engineering services is for technical grade A officer if you want to go as a technical officer in the central government departments. So this exam is there for that one, and minimum qualification is EC, like you should have a minimum of 60% in BTech in various branches like civil engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, EC engineering. These are the main streams that you can these are the major streams for engineering services. Okay, now, if I talk of BARC, like this one is also central government organization that stands for Bhabha Atomic Research Center. This one is for if you want to go as a scientist, like if you want to work in the R&D field in the nuclear power generation. This is the one of the organization for central government. Okay, and this for this one also like minimum qualification is BTech, and in the various streams like ECE, computer science, mechanical engineer, civil engineer, electrical engineer, chemical engineer. Okay, so many of the streams are there. Like minimum qualification is this one. Then if I talk of salary package for bar, this one is will be giving you around 95,000 per month. Okay, and that is a very huge amount. Like if you will get admission in this organization, like if I talk of the salary package, like majority of the people will be thinking like what we are fine at the end of the day, what we are getting out of it. So if you are getting a handsome salary, and if you are working as an R&D engineer, and if you are working in the core technical areas of your domains, so that will be a major boom for you. Okay, Now talk about other organization like ISRO is there, Indian Space Research Organization. In that one also you can join as scientist C. Like even if I talk, if the people who are having diploma also, those people can also join in ISRO as a scientific technical assistant STA post. Okay, so minimum qualification for this one is also BTech. In fact, even BSc or MSc students can also go in this organization. And I guess many people of you, like you are listening right now, have heard of ISRO and DRDO. These are very famous organization in the recent times during the past 5 or 6 years. ISRO especially because they have designed this PSLV and the cryogenic engine that they have produced. Because of that, they have become very famous in the past recent 5 to 6 years. And now even the other countries are also depending on this, other the neighboring countries or even the smaller countries are depending on this organization for the launching of their satellites through our launching vehicles. Okay, even this Gaganyaan mission is also coming, in which we will be sending our scientists in the space in 2022, I guess. It was shifted in 2022. So ISRO, if I talk of ISRO, it is now at par with the various world organizations that are working in space research. Vis-a-vis NASA is there, NASDA is there, CNSA, China Space Research Center, Roscosmos, Russian Space Research Center, CNES, France Space Research Center. So ISRO is now at par with the world organization if I talk of space technology. Okay. Then comes this DRDO, that stands for Defense Research and Development Organization. This is also one of the central government departments, and the products that we are manufacturing in BEL, majority of them are designed by the DRDO itself. And like if you want to join DRDO, the option is there for scientist B. Even you can join as a JRF, also junior research fellow, and even the diploma students can also join DRDO as a scientific technical assistant. And especially these three organizations, BARC, ISRO, and DRDO. These are core research and development organizations that you can go for. Okay, and like you people will be getting the post of scientist B, and you will be inducted as central government class one officers in the technical category. If I talk of DRDO, minimum qualification is BTech in ECE, mechanical engineering, computer science, electrical engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering, chemical engineering. Okay, so finally, this if I talk of the salary package of DRDO, that it will be giving you 85,000 per month salary, and apart from this, different perks will be given to you. Okay, there's this cab facility and all. So if I talk of the overall personality and overall technical expertise that you have to get in order to fetch these jobs, that are very much there, and you have to work very hard. If I talk in order to get this job, so I'll be giving you the steps, or I'll be easing your process, like what all you people have to do in order to get admission in this organization. Okay, apart from this, if I talk of various PSUs, like these organizations are written, Samir is there, that works in the field of microwave electronics. Okay, microwave department in the especially in the communication sector. Then NILIT is there, National Institute of Electronics and IT. For various central government departments, some other departments are also there, like STQC is there, MIET is there, Samir is there. Okay, for that one, NILIT is used to conduct their exam. Then DMRC is there, Delhi Metro, Noida Metro, Ordnance Factory, Lucknow Metro, Dedicated Freight Corridor. CSIR is there, that is also very much for research department. Then CDEC is there, that is also for research, that is for development, like Center for Development of Advanced Computing. Then Indian Railways is there, Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited is there, National Fertilizers Limited is there. And apart from that, state engineering, like says for central government, UPSC is conducting engineering services. Similarly, various states are also conducting their own state engineering services, in which you can work in the state departments. Okay, if I talk of the PSUs, like what kind of work profile that you will be getting in the PSU, that will be majorly related to technical management and administration. Like you people will be majorly handling the administration and technical management of the various work that are being done in the different PSUs. And if you want to go for research, especially like if you have interest in the in the stream that you are working right now, you people can opt for this DRDO, ISRO, BARC also. And the major like benefit of joining a PSU from the after BTech itself is you will be getting a package of minimum at least 8.5 lakh, and up to going for 20 lakh if you are getting a admission in the Maharatna PSUs. Okay, like my PSU, if I talk of my package from the starting day one itself, I got a package of 11.5 lakh, a gross salary of around 65 to 68,000. So that is very handsome salary. If I talk, if you are getting a job with that much salary, and moreover, like I am very much happy regarding my job because right now I'm working in the R&D department, so I'll be getting the knowledge of all the domains or all the different kind of technology platforms that we are working, like this PCB designing. Somewhat I have learned in this one my BTech 4 year itself. Like I have worked on during my all 4 years. I have participated in the technical fest, and like from that time onwards, also I have the interest in the technical domain. And during my completion of my BTech also, I made my mind that yes, I want to go for the public sector, and that's why I started preparing for it. And now I will tell you what all my experiences, like how to prepare for this job. These are the various organizations that you can opt for. Okay, now talking about how to get admission, like how to prepare yourself in order to fetch a job out of it, like if you want to go for PSUs or various central government department. First, let me start with the gate exam. So for talking about the pattern, it will be a single paper of 3 hours consisting of 65 questions distributed in 100 marks, and paper will be totally of objective type, numerical answer type. Like some of the fill in the blanks will be there, a file, like you have to calculate the answer and you have to write on it. Okay, then from this year onward they have started to write multiple selection question type, like for one question 4 options will be given, out of which multiple options will be the answer, so you have to take all the options. Okay, so this is the exam pattern. And if I talk of the paper itself, it will be consisting of two parts, which is this first one will be aptitude, that will consist of 10 questions. And later on, this technical cadre, like for the domain specific, it will consist of 55 questions, out of which 25 questions will be of 1 marks, and 30 questions will be of 2 marks. Similarly, if I talk of aptitude, that will be the first part. In that one, 5 questions will be of 1 marks, and remaining 5 questions will be of 2 marks. So if we calculate all the marks, that will be of 100 marks paper. And like for electronics engineering or for majority of the streams, if I talk of, the cutoff for clearing this examination is 25 to 30 based upon your stream. But frankly speaking, those marks will never give you anything apart from just having the name that yes, you have cleared the exam. You have to get a minimum, like if you want to get a good rank out of it, if I talk of electronics background, you have to get minimum 65 to 70 marks in order to pursue MTech. And if you want to go for joining any PSU, like if you want to have the surety that yes, after getting this much marks, I will definitely get a call from PSU and my chances of getting selected will be more. So at least minimum of 75 marks. If I talk of mechanical engineer, that will be more than 80 to 85 marks you have to get. For computer science, similar pattern, like 70 to 75, like more than 75. And for the best bit, like if you want to have the surety that yes, I will definitely get a job out of this gate exam, then your rank should be minimum under 200 for electronics and computer science background. If I talk mechanical, for mechanical civil, like ample amount of PSUs are there, and like many job postings are there for the mechanical, civil and electrical background. So those people can get a rank up to 500 also in order to get the job. But for especially for electronics and computer science engineer, in fact for the biotechnology also, you have to get the job, you have to get the rank under all India rank 200 or minimum 75 to 80 marks in order to fetch a job out of it. Apart from this, like supposedly, in case if you don't get a job, if you don't get a call from PSU, don't get upset that my rank is not good enough. Even up to, if you like, what you people can do is you people can go for MTech also. Like you people can join any IITs, like for various IITs, like you people can get a rank up to 1500. Or even if you don't get an IIT also, you can go for NIT also. Like you can opt for NIT and you can do MTech. And meanwhile, like while doing your MTech, you can prepare for these various examination. Like don't waste your all the years just for sitting and preparing. You can go, because meanwhile your MTech will also be completed, and finally you will get an ample time in for preparing for the various examinations also. If you have your, if you made your mind that yes, I want to go only in the public sector, so that thing is also there. Okay. And if I talk of gate, like if frankly speaking, you can go for MTech also. Various for various examinations, you can get eligible after getting a good rank in gate. You could, otherwise, like best option, you can go for PSUs also. And even like supposedly if you want to go in the research department also, you can opt for MTech. And after MTech also, like if you are getting a selection in IITs, you will get a very good placement out of it in the private companies. Like you can get a package of 24 lakh, even 30 lakhs. Like some of my colleagues also, they have gone for MTech. Like some two of my friends have gone for ISC Bangalore. From there they have done MTech in VLSI design, and they have, one of them has got 24 lakh package, one of them has got 30 lakh package. So those options are very good. Like if you are going for a MTech in IITs or NITs. So that's what, like my main purpose of saying is if even if you are getting a job up to, if you are, even if you are getting a rank up to 1500, like supposedly if you are not getting selected in PSUs, you can go for MTech also. Meanwhile you can prepare, or if you got interest in MTech itself, you can prepare for it, and you can get a very good job out of it in the private sector also. Okay. Now, if I talk of the notification, it comes in October month every year. And like if you are going for MTech, your main focus of area will be research and development. Like you will select one domain. If you either you will, if I talk of electronics, you can go for communication department, or you can go in the VLSI department. You can go for microelectronics also. You can go for antenna design also. So these are the various sectors. Even similar is the case with the mechanical engineer, computer science engineer. You can opt for various streams in which you want to pursue MTech in. Next of all, if I talk of engineering services examination, let me tell you frankly that this is the most prestigious exam if you want to go as a technical officer in the central government. And it mainly consists of two exams, that is preliminary and mains. First of all, preliminary exam will be there, that will be of two papers, that will consist of two papers. And these first two papers will be totally objective, and this mains paper, if I talk of mains paper, then it will be also having of two papers that will be of subjective type, like you will get during your semester exams. It will be similar to that one. Okay. So first paper will be of 200 marks for general studies and engineering aptitude, and this paper two of technical background, it will be of 300 marks. After clearing this, after 2 3 months, like now pattern is there. First preliminary exam is there, then mains exam is there. At my time, it was single, like on 3 days. This paper used to be held continuously for 3 days. And like now the pattern is like first preliminary exam will be there, then mains exam will be there. And after like this mains exam, after clearing this preliminary exam, you will be going for the mains exam after 2 3 months. For preliminary exam, it will be conducted in the January month itself. Then after 2 3 months, like in May or June, you will be going for the mains exam. That will be this subjective paper. Uh, then after clearing this exam, what will happen is UPSC will call for the interview. That will be of 200 marks. Okay. And if you get, like if you are getting a good score in the written exam and the interview, then you will be finally called for the medical exam. And based upon your medical, you will be given the based upon your rank also. You will, and what are your choices? You can opt for different central government organization, like Indian Railway services are there, Indian Telecom services are there, Indian Naval Armament services are there, Border Road Organization are there. So these are the various departments that you can opt for after choosing this engineering services examination. For this one, notification comes every year, and it is conducted by UPSC in the month of September. Notification comes in September, and exam is conducted in preliminary in January and mains in either May or June. Uh, and this talking about this engineering services, that job profile is mainly is technical management and administration. Okay. Now, moving on to this ISRO exam, what will be the paper pattern of it? So paper pattern will consist of 85, like single paper will be there, that will be of 85, consist of 85 questions of 1 marks each, and this paper duration will be of 90 minutes. Okay. And talking about this, especially this ISRO and BARC paper, what is this is like, especially mentioning that these two, for these two examinations, paper is only qualifying. Okay, like if I talk of GATE and engineering services, paper written marks also matters as well as your interview. Like if you go for going for GATE, and if you want to get a job in the PSUs, 85% marks will be accounted for your GATE marks, and 15% will be of your interview. Similarly, for engineering services also, your written marks also counts, as well as your interview marks also counts, and based upon that the merit will be made. But if I talk of ISRO and BARC, especially mentioning these exams, paper is only qualifying. Your selection will be solely based on your interview, how your interview performance is there. And especially these two exams, interview can go up to half, for ISRO, half an hour, 45 minutes. And especially talking about BARC, they are not concerned about what background you are coming from. Even if you people can't speak English also, that is also a major boom for the major advantage for the engineers. Like supposedly if you are not able to communicate in English, but you are very much technically sounded person, then these two organizations are the best for you. I can assure you like that these are actually, like if you want to work in the research and development, and especially this ISRO organization, that recently it has worked and it has at par with the world organization. So yes, you can work in the very vast engineering fields, and you can get the expertise of each and everything. Like you will be working with the interdepartmental, like you will be interacting with the computer science engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers. You will be getting all the knowledge of all the streams, and you will be working along with these engineers. So these are the best organizations that you can work on. And the major thing is your paper is only qualifying, like only 50 to 60% marks you people have to get in order to qualify this exam. And later on your interview, your selection will be solely based on your interview. And if I talk of this ISRO, you will be working in the research and development in the space technology. Okay, like electronics engineers, like the electronics engineer has the major advantage for ISRO. Okay, then mechanical engineers are there, civil engineers are there, electrical engineers are there, chemical engineers are there, and various other branches. Even from optoelectronics, like BSc people can also opt for ISRO. Then if I talk of BARC, frankly speaking, the interview is the major portion of it. Literally the interview is the major portion of it, because the exam is only qualifying, and it consists of 100 questions of 3 marks each. And like even if you are getting 50 to 60% marks out of it, then also you will be able to clear the cutoff of it, and your interview will be solely like selection will be solely based on your interview. And all the questions will be like, is for ISRO exam also, for BARC exam also, it will be an objective type exam. And like job profile is also like a research and development. Like even after joining the BARC, the you for 1.5 year they will teach you what are the technologies that these people are working in. Even for ISRO also, like 1 year training is there, in which they will tell you about their domain. And like if BARC is similar to, like you people will be doing the MTech, and later on you will be working in the research field for the nuclear power generation, and you will be working with the other PSUs which are working in these domains, like Nuclear Power Corporation of India, NPCIL is there, then Coal India Limited, and other various organizations. So especially these two examinations, ISRO and BARC, these are also one of the prestigious exam of our India, and you people can go for the R&D background. Now, apart from this DRDO exam, this is somewhat typical. Like you people have to get a good rank in GATE. Only based upon that, you will be called for the exam that will be conducted by DRDO. And for what is this like? After clearing the GATE with good rank, like you have to get a minimum of rank of All India rank under 1,000 rank. Like so, in the under 1,000, you have to get a rank, and based upon that you will fill the form of this DRDO. And based upon your rank and based upon the number of vacancies also, they will call you for their mains exam. That will be a subjective paper for various fields, various branches that you have BTech in. And after clearing this exam, UPSC will be conducting the interview for this. And for this one also, like for DRDO also, research, and you will be working in the defense electronics, like what are the major products that are produced for defense sector, like for this Indian Army, Air Force, Navy that I have shown you earlier. So these are the some of the products, and those majority of the products that are being used in the defense background, these are majorly designed by these DRDO scientists. Okay, so if you want to opt for that one also, for that one also you can go. Apart from that, like if you want to, some of the PSUs are taking their own examination, like BL used to take their own examination, they are not selecting through gate. Like even if you are not getting selection in the gate through gate examination in some of the PSU, some of the PSUs are also taking their own exam also, like BL is there, DMRC is there. Okay, then National Fertilizers Limited is there, Coal India Limited is there, even this Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited, Vizag Steel Plant is there, Steel Authority of India Limited is there, then DFCCIL, Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation is there. So majority of the PSUs are taking their examination also. And if you want to get the notification out of it, like when are these exams are conducted or when the notification comes, you people can go to the various sites also, like which site, the site which I am using for at my time, that was freejobalert.com. In that one, this engineering jobs on the top side of it, you can go for that one also. And like I am talking about totally about the technical cadre, like what are the jobs that you can get out of BTech in the various domains that you have, that you people are doing. Okay, so now I will talk, these are the major organization that I have talked of. Okay, like now before moving on to the private sector, now I will tell you like briefly about how you can prepare yourself, like how you're frankly speaking, like if you are you people are in BTech, you people are doing BTech, right? So first year will be like preparation for the
Arpan, I think there is some problem, network problem from your side. Please check. I think the network signal have been lost, so I would request Professor Vijay to please continue.
Okay, sir. Uh, Due to the loss of network, I think we should welcome our next speaker, Engineer Aman Gulati. Engineer Aman Gulati is ready with us. So before starting his talk, I would like to give a brief introduction about Engineer Aman Gulati. Engineer Aman Gulati has completed his schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 2, Ambala Kent in the year 2010. After that, he completed his BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Ambala College of Engineering and Applied Research in the year 2014. After completing his graduation from AS, he joined Midreef Info Solutions Private Limited in October 2014 as a senior software developer. Engineer Aman Gulati was also very passionate towards working for a reputed government sector organization. So he joined Delhi Metro Rail Corporation in October 2017. He also acquired many technical skills like operating Siemens signaling system, routing of metro trains. He has also completed many certification courses in basic firefighting and basic first aid. So now I request Engineer Aman Gulati to please guide our students for their better future. Over to Engineer Aman Gulati.
Thank you, Vijay sir, for the beautiful introduction. Uh, I am Aman Gulati. I am presently working with the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation as a station controller. And today, as the topic is, I will discuss with you the opportunities for the engineers and the career after BTech. So I am sharing a screen with you. So the topic of today, career opportunities after engineering. So we will start from the beginning. Firstly, something about my organization in which I am working. As you all know, DMRC, that is Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, it is basically a PSU with collaboration of both center and state government. And the first line which was started was the red line way back in December 2002. And the most of the trains which run on DMRC, they are built by the South Korean company called Rotem. And initially it was planned on the 6 routes, but later it got expanded, and now it is covering the satellite towns and the areas of NCR, Delhi also. Not only for its efficiency but also for the environment, it has been rewarded with the ISO 17001 certification. And the stations which consist of Delhi Metro, they are all the 3 types, that is at grid, elevated and underground stations. Now the technologies which are used at Delhi Metro, they include from all the domains of engineering, from the solid civil structures which satisfy all the safety criteria, to the modern technology, electronics and communication. DMRC basically use RFID, that is radio frequency identification device, RFID enabled tokens. Uh, Based on the distance you have to travel and the amount you have paid, that much the tokens are charged based on that. And when you press that tokens on the gate lets you in based on your information. And similarly at the exit gate, after verifying the information and the distance you have traveled, the exit gates lets you out. As you must have heard about the autopilot system in the airways. I think all of you would have heard it. That what happens in that the planes runs automatically. Only the minimal basic functions are done by the pilot. Similarly, Delhi Metro has a ATO system. We call autopilot as ATO, that is automatic train operation. Even in Delhi Metro, trains mostly runs automatic. Only the minimal basics but certain critical functions, they are performed by the pilot. Trains or run automatically, it departs automatically. But to minimize the possibility of system error, the train operator or pilot is there. But the safety, even the automatic systems have to follow the same safety features, that is the cab signaling. And all the cab signals are automatic. And electronic technologies like optical fiber, train radio, they all are used in togetherness to ensure that the Delhi Metro runs according to time. Then last week you must have you must have been updated with the new driverless metro, the first metro driverless which is run in India on the magenta line, line 8. So the UTO mode, that is unmanned train operation mode, it is the first time in India that UTO mode is being employed for running trains. But it cannot be run on all the lines. It only the currently line 7 and line 8 and airport line. This is the PSD, that is platform screen doors. Only those lines which have this protection system so that nobody can access the track. Only on these lines can driverless metro be run, so that by mistake or by mistake or say willingly someone doesn't jump on track and disturb the train operations. So only on those lines UTO mode will be deployed. Now this is the below which you this is the driverless metro, as you can see, and below it is the common mobility guard. As Arpan must have told you that in Bell manufactures various things for various PSU. Similarly, DMRC has asked Bell to design the card, common mobility card, for the DMRC in collaboration with CDEC. This common with the help of this common mobility card, the amount you don't have to recharge any amount on your metro card, and with this card on the amount will be directly deducted from your bank account. This is the operation control center. As I told you that the metro will be driverless or pilotless, so they all will be controlled from the central operation control center. This is the operation control center, and this operation control center controls all the trains in the whole lines. In red line, there are currently two OCCs at two different locations in Delhi. One is at Shastri Park and second is at Barakhamba Road. From that two places, the metro trains of whole Delhi are controlled, and the train operator or pilot is there to minimize the system errors which occur. And in that case, it is operated same way as Indian Railways is being operated manually. Then this is the travel card which we use in Delhi Metro. This card is which we are trying to upgrade to a newer version, like this common mobility card. Even this card uses the modern technology known as near field communication technology. What happens is in this near field communication technology is that it is a contactless card, and with the help of NFC technology, information can be stored in it about how much recharge you want to do. And when you press it on entry gate, the entry gate detects the location from which you are entering, and exit gate detects the location from which you are exiting. So basically, your amount is deducted based on the distance you have traveled. So next is my career in DMRC, how I joined DMRC. I joined DMRC in October 2017 as a station controller, and it was through an SCTO exam, that is station controller and train operator exam, which is combined for both the post, and it is conducted at an all India level. I scored all India rank of 74 in this. Currently, levels of entry in DMRC are at 3 levels. Firstly, if you want to join as an executive includes assistant managers, assistant engineers. So at executive level, basically the starting salary is around 85,000, and qualification for this exam is BTech in your respective stream. Means if you want to join as an assistant manager mechanical, then BTech in mechanical, similarly for electrical, and similarly for other branches. Similarly, if you want to join executive assistant manager in HR, your qualification should be MBA in HR. But if you want to join executive in finance, then your qualification should be CA. Similar, the another level at which you can, second level, the executive was the first level. Level 2 is supervisory level, that is on which I have joined DMRC. It consists of 2 posts, junior engineers and station controllers. For both the posts, the qualification is you should be science graduate. For junior engineers, it should be your respective domain. If you want to join in mechanical department, it should be BTech in mechanical or diploma in mechanical. And similarly for other streams, for station controller, you should be science graduate. That is, either you should have BSc or you should be BTech or diploma. The qualification, diploma qualification, they have kept since I think last 5 to 10 years, but currently they have stopped taking diploma candidates. The qualification they have not upgraded yet, but it's very rarely that diploma candidates are admitted in DMRC. Third level is non-supervisory level. Non-supervisory level consists at supervisory level, your starting salary is around 67,000. At third level is non-supervisory level. At non-supervisory level, the post which include it is technicians and CRAs. Technician, for technician, you have to have the qualification that is ITI, and the starting salary is around 42,000. And for CRA, that is customer relationship assistant, you get starting salary of around 62,000, and the qualification is graduation in any stream. But the thing which is to thing which you have to pay heed here is that for technician, no people with upper qualification cannot apply. Means if you want to apply for technician, you need to have only ITI. Even the people with diploma and BTech are not allowed to apply for the post of technician. They have maintained very strict government has maintained strict criteria, not only in DMRC but even in other PSUs also. Then as Arpan has covered all the major areas in public sector, the a few areas which are left I will cover. Means if you are in dilemma whether whether to go for which option to go for after your BTech, whether you should go for your PhD, or you should do your MBA and appear for CAT exam, or you should do your or you should give your GATE exam or MS. So I will help you to compare various options. And these it is not that these options are same for everyone, that okay, a CAT will be better for me or GATE will be better for me. These all options will depend upon your financial various factors, your financial conditions, the branch you currently the branch which you are currently studying, and your plan B. Because not everyone is so fortunate or so focused that they will be able to maintain that level of focus through 4 years for attaining their goal. Even if you are focused, then I will talk about your B also. So the B I will cover will be CAT. If you go for CAT, the minimum minimum percentile for getting good colleges, the minimum percentile you should score CAT will be above 95 percentile, as you know. Even for good government colleges or whether good private colleges, the percentile in CAT should be above 95%. But if you don't get if you don't get admission in those good colleges, there are many even indirect benefits of preparing for CAT. If you want, even if you give CAT exam and don't get that good score, and you want to continue with your job or continue with your other options, there are many indirect benefits, like the CAT exam consists of reasoning, English, aptitude. They all are very essential for the preparation of any government exam. And even for all the service-based private companies, the first exam which they take, aptitude test, the CAT exam is almost same the pre-level of any government exam or private company's first level. So indirect benefit of CAT will be this. If we talk of difficulty criteria, definitely getting 95 percentile or even 90 percentile, you cannot call it easy. It will be difficult. If you compare it in jobs perspective, if you get admission in top colleges like IIMs or say even IIFT or other good colleges like XLRI, then your package will be around 12 lakh plus if you do from these good colleges. The cost of MBA will be around 15 to 20 lakh, even in the government colleges. As we all know, in generally in government colleges for other streams, fees is very less. But if you talk in MBA, even in government colleges, fees starts from around 15 lakh, except one or two very rare colleges, which we will not generalize in this. Then second option is MTech. In MTech, the if you get if you are very focused towards MTech and good admission in good colleges, it's well and good. Or if you get good PSUs. But what are other benefits which you get after preparing with MTech? Firstly, you get the option of getting a job in working with PSUs and all the benefits and perks, even the good packages you must have seen in the previous slides, which was shown by Mr. Arpan. Secondly, the second benefit you get is the product-based. You get to work with the product-based companies in all the streams, whether it's electronics. There are various product-based companies which work with VLSI, VHDL, fabrication. Even in computer science, there are various product-based companies. If you cannot clear the GATE exam, but even after preparing with that computer GATE exam, it will be very easy for you to get job in the product-based companies of computer science. If we talk of level of GATE, it will be moderate because you don't have to do anything extra for GATE or for MS. You have to go out of the way from your BTech. For CAT, you have to start preparing for reasoning, data interpretation, vocabulary. But for GATE, the best part is that you don't have to get out of the way. Rather, you have to upgrade yourself, which will be even beneficial for your placement and your BTech. So the level, I would call it moderate. And secondly, you don't have to go out of the way. Third is the job. As you have seen, the job of the salary after being passed out from MTech or from even getting job in PSU is very high. If you go at an executive level, your package starts at 12 lakh. Even for supervisory level, your package starts at 8 lakh plus. So the package is good. Starting package is definitely good. Second, even you go to PBC, that is product-based companies. These product-based companies also offer you good package, range from 18 to 25 lakh plus. So even after preparing for GATE and not doing anything out of the way, you still can get 8 to 25 lakh packages, which is very good. If you get admission in IISc or IIT, it's nothing like that. It's even after passing from these colleges, you get starting package of 12 to 15 lakh. And the best part is the cost. That is, you can do your MTech in 2 to 4 lakh only. Whereas the cost for the MS, which we will discuss now, and the cost for CAT, which we have discussed, is very high. For CAT, it is 15 to 20 lakh from any good college. And for MS, it can even start from 25 lakh to 1 crore. So the cost for MTech is very reasonable, and it will be. Now we will switch to MS or GRE. If you want to go for MS, and if you are preparing for GRE or TOEFL exams, then what are the benefits if you go clear that exam? And even if you don't get your required percentage and don't get your dream college, what are the advantages? First is in this first factor, that is we have discussed financial condition. It will come into picture. If your financial condition is good, And if you can afford fee ranging from 25 lakh to 1 crore, or if you can manage that much loan, only then I recommend you to go for this option. Okay. Second is definitely your branch. If your branch syllabus doesn't allow you to study it side by side, or if your branch, like if you are having computer science branch, then you should apply for MS only in those countries which respect the computer science engineers. Or like if you would have attended the previous session with Mr. Evan Sekri, he mentioned some of the countries for which computer science engineering has very good scope. He also mentioned some countries for in which mechanical engineering has a good scope, and which civil engineering has a good scope. So you can watch his slide, you watch his presentation again, or your sources, and depending upon the country which respect your career, which you respect your branch more, you can apply. You should apply for MS in that country. Second factor will be the indirect benefits. Indirect benefits is that even if you don't get your dream country, your dream university, the benefit would be vocabulary. Definitely, after preparing for GRE and TOEFL, I can guarantee you, if you have scored even an average band in those exams, your vocabulary will become very good, and it will be very beneficial for you for government exams, for clearing the vocabulary of government exams.
Aman, I think your system has a very low battery. So now I once again request Mr. Arpan Rathore to please conclude his talk, which was left due to the loss of connection earlier. Please, Arpan Rathore.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now, finally, I will talk of the private sector, like how you people can go for private sector if you want to pursue your career in the technical field. Hello.
Arpan, please share it now.
Okay, sir. Okay. Are you able to see it, sir?
Yes, this is okay now.
Okay, now I will talk about the private sector. Like if you want to pursue your career in engineering department, like in technical department, and if you want to go for private sector, like majority of you at the end of the BTech, you want a job out of it. Like if you don't have the mood of going in the public sector, then you can offer private sector also. So nowadays, government or even all the people are telling that skilled engineers are not there in our coming out of the engineering colleges. So now what I will tell you, like what are the skills that are being required. Like first of all, IIT or NIT tag should be there. Like from our college that won't be there, but the thing is that you can compensate it with that skills that you can develop during your BTech course in order to fetch a job out of it, and even you can get a good job also. Like your starting package will be around 3.5 lakh or 4 lakh, and it can go up to even higher also if you have the technical expertise in the particular sections. Like nowadays everything is available online, and you can study by sitting at your home itself. Simply you have to do some you have to learn some softwares. If I talk of electronics engineer, like now, like I myself is using this OrCAD and LTM for PCB designing. So you people can also learn through Coursera or Udemy. That courses are there, and even these even these sites are also providing you the certifications of these courses. Okay, so that one also you can do. You can participate in the various technical fest that are being conducted in various colleges. Even our college is also conducting. And even like you, if you want to go for as a if you want to go for as an hardware design engineer, especially in the embedded branch, That is the core sector of the electronics, and ample amount of jobs are available for electronics engineer in this embedded branch. You can learn from the basic, like Arduino kit is available, that comes under around very like all the considering all the sensors and each and everything. You can start building your own projects from Arduino technology. Arduino is available on the internet, like you can buy it under 2000 rupees, and you will be able to learn all the things that you require, like basic knowledge of it, basic knowledge of coding, basic knowledge of circuit designing, like how you can do it and how you can run through the codes and various protocols that are written over here, like UART, SPI, I2C. All of it is available on that Arduino kit, and it is very much like very happy, like eco-friendly environment is there, because that is an open platform. They're talking about Arduino, so you will be able to learn each and everything. Like that is the one kind of expertise that you can get in. Like then, if I talk of RF design engineer, this one is somewhat typical as a company. Like fetching a job in this one is somewhat difficult, frankly speaking, because this spectrum analyzer, VNA, and all of this is not available in with each and every one. So that is there. But supposedly, if you are getting the knowledge of this, even these things you can learn from YouTube, from these Udemy courses. And if you are having a very good knowledge of this MATLAB coding, then you can definitely fetch a job in RF design engineer. Okay, especially the spectrum analyzer, VNA, how to do the filter designing of it, how to operate CRO, frequency meter, frequency domain analysis, simulation of it. If you know all these things, like these are the skills that you require in order to fetch a job in this domain. Finally, is the testing engineer. If I talk of electronics, then for testing engineer, basic requirement is that you should be very well versed with the usage of CRO, multimeter components. Like you people will be using a breadboard in order to make some circuit. But in the company requirements, components are of very minute level, like different kind of packages are there for resistors, inductors, capacitor, not normal that ribbon wire or simple color coding resistors will not be there in the high profile or highly integrated circuits, where like in for that one you have to get the knowledge of the different kind of packages that are available, different kind of ICs. So frankly speaking, like if you are working on this Arduino technology, even if you can work for the Raspberry Pi technology also, if you are working in these domains and if you are having the knowledge of all these tools, then you will be definitely you will be having the edge over other candidates, and you can easily get a job in the private sector. And especially frankly speaking, like majority of the electronics engineer go for computer science engineer. I don't know why they are going this, because at the end of the day you are specializing in your own domain. So if you are getting a job in that domain, that your career will automatically will be boomed up somehow. Like you will be getting a less salary, but if you are working in that one, no, that will be very beneficial for you. Like these are some of the famous companies that you can go for. Honeywell is there. Then Microchip. This is a IC manufacturing company. Qualcomm is there. That is also IC manufacturing. Like Qualcomm, I think the majority of you have heard also. This NXP Semiconductors is there. Like in our project, the tablet that we are making, we are using their processor i.mx8 and i.mx8.mini. Then the SanDisk is there, Texas Networks is there, Intel is there, Texas Instrument. These are the one of the famous companies regarding this electronics background. And frankly speaking, if you are having these kind of expertise, no, if you will get the expertise in these domain areas that I have mentioned here, you will definitely get a job of around 3.5 lakh and even 4 lakh rupees. And working, like if you will get the experience of 1 or 2 years, definitely your career will be very high if you are opting for these things and if you want to go in the private sector. Now let's talk about this uh, computer science engineers. Like all of us know that India is a hub for computers engineer, and definitely where you will be easily get a job out of it. But the thing is, like, what are the domain or what are the expertise that you want to require in order to get a job in this computer science engineering? Like supposedly, if you want to go as a web application developer, so the tools that you require, if you want to go for front end is what, like supposedly you using the Facebook, right? So the front page that you open, that the home page, or what are the things that you are looking at the page, the front end designing, that is the user interface designing, that is being done by the front end web developer. For that one, the languages are required are HTML, JavaScript, CSS. Similarly, the back end, like supposedly if you are pressing the like button, what is happening on the background of it, that is done by the back-end developer. Okay, like what are the, like supposedly if you are clicking on any option, what is the thing that is happening on the back-end, that will be done by the back-end web application developer. And for that one, the languages are required are Python, Java, PHP. Especially this Python, this is right now very famous nowadays. Even in if I talk of data science and machine learning and even AI also, especially this data science and machine learning, Python is very much useful, and it is very like most easiest language that you can opt for, and you can work on this platform. Like similarly for these languages also, various courses are available on Udemy and Coursera, on other sites also, and you can get the certification that will add on to your resume and will help you fetch a job out of it. Okay, then talk of the desktop application developer. Like supposedly if you want to go for this domain, and for like this domain you will be mainly working on the simulation software. Like even if we talk of my project also, like in during the EVM project, the coding of that one has been done in C++ and Java. So even the computers engineers are also there in BEL, with the, like we have one other department called with the name of BSTC. So for that EVM project, we have used this C++, Java, and especially the data structure and algorithm part, that should be very much strong for this one. Very much stronghold should be required under these languages. Like for especially for computer engineers, I will tell you that if you have expertise in only one language also, you can get a very good job out of it. Even like one of from my like in our BAL also, one of the people have worked on this C++ in the simulators department. He was working on this language, and out of it, after only 2 year experience, he got a job in Mindtree of 13.5 lakhs per annum. So that's why I'm telling, like you just have the knowledge of at least one language of all these, and you should have the basic knowledge of data structures, algorithms, DBMS, then you will definitely get a job. Even if you want to go for a graphics desktop application developer, you can learn the C# also, that is also there. Then other stream is system engineer. If you want to go for server handling, then this SAP is a very famous tool for server handling. And this Salesforce, especially this Salesforce, this is a very famous and very like you can get a very good job out of it if you are working on this platform, this Salesforce, especially for networking engineer if you want to go for it. And nowadays, supposedly, if you are not getting any job, especially for these computer science engineers, blindly you can go for data science and machine learning, because nowadays in today's era, this artificial intelligence is very much in vogue, very much in fashion these days. And this data science, why it is very getting very famous, because the language that it has been working on with the use of Python, which is a very user friendly language. Majority of the things are all like majority of the loops and codes are also available. You don't have like in C++, you have to write each and everything. But Python, majority of the things are available in this language itself. So that will be very helpful for you to build a career out of it. So these are the options available for the computer science engineers. And if I talk, like these are the famous companies that you can get a job: Google, Flipkart, Amazon, SAP is there, Mindtree is there, Adobe is there, Oracle is there, Cisco is there if you want to go for networking. So these are the some of the famous companies that you can go. Like if I talk of other streams also, if you want to go for a computer science engineer, firstly I will prefer that if you are working in your, like if you are civil engineer, if you are electrical engineer, work in your domain, because that will be very helpful, because you have studied it for 4 years, and finally if you are getting a job in it, then your career will be very good. But ultimately, if you are supposedly by chance, if you are not getting any job and if you want to pursue your career, then you can go for these things, that because India is a very good hub for computer science engineers. If I talk of the mechanical engineers, let me give you a brief introduction. Like, especially speaking, mechanical engineers, they have a very good option in the public sector, ample amount of jobs compared to computer science and electronics. They have, especially mechanical engineers, civil engineers, electrical engineers. You have very good number of jobs in the public sector. I will definitely go give you the suggestion that you work in that domain, so it will be very good for you. Anyhow, if you want to go for private sector, that supposedly if you are not getting, and if you want to prepare for the government exam with the, adjacent with the job, then you can go for that domains also. For mechanical engineers, like in RBEL, we are using CAD CAM tools like for this thing, the CAD CAM tools knowledge should be there. Okay. Then the software that we are using for our products, like for this tablet PC also, we have used SolidWorks for the outer designing of it. So you can get the knowledge of that one also. Okay. And talking about the biotechnology, what are their options available? Frankly speaking, like you people can go for patent organization, and even if you have the knowledge of biotech also, many companies are there. Like recently, this COVID vaccine has been developed by Serum Institute of India. You can go for that organization, or even in CSIR, Central Scientific Industrial Research. Even in that one also, many options are there for you to go in your domain itself. Even this National Fertilizers Limited, biotechnology people can go for that one also. Even in chemical branches, this biotechnology people are very much required. So that's why like this will be the whole of it. And frankly, like you people can opt for like whichever domain you're working on, focus on that field itself, especially the second and third year people. Those are your major subjects that you have to get the grasp on. You should have command on on the subjects that you are studying in the second and third year. And finally, this fourth year that you in the final year that you will be studying, those are majorly the application areas of your BTech, like the subjects that you have studied, how you can apply it to get a product out of it. So your final year will be based upon that. So during your BTech, I can frankly speaking, like you have ample amount of time to pursue your career in which domain you want to work on. And even if you want to go for CAD, for MBA, for GRE, you have ample amount. So that will be all about this presentation. And if you people want to ask any question, you can ask. Over to you, sir. Vijay sir.
Thanks, Arpan. Thanks for your valuable talk. Now this session is open for queries. I request all the participants, please ask their queries, especially the students. I request all the students,
If
they can
anyone
ask
has
their
any query,
queries.
they may please raise the hands. In right side of your of the screen, there is an option to raise your hand. Mr. Saurabh Malhotra wants to ask something, I think.
Yes,
Saurabh ji,
sir.
please start your video first.
Hello, Arpan.
Yes, sir.
Arpan, I want to know that for 2020 pass out batch, is it mandatory to qualify GATE exam if a person wants to join Bharat Electronics Limited?
No, sir. Like for BEL, if I talk like nowadays, for beta, like for BEL, it was never the option. Like you have to go for GATE only. Only in 1 year in 2014, they have in 2013 they have recruited through GATE. Since then, they are giving their own exam, and you people can all of the students can apply through this exam, and you can get the admission in BEL, sir.
Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you, Arpan.
There is one query from Shivam Pundir. Ajay ji, please spotlight Shivam. The query is Shivam wants to ask something more about SAP courses and its job opportunities.
Sir, but what I can tell you about SAP is like even in our BA SAP, especially for mechanical engineers, like that one is very good option. And if you want to go in the coding part of it, then this computer science engineers are very much good option. SAP is actually what is it is doing is it is maintaining your work, like all of the work that are being done in the various organizations. Like you have to log in, you want to like for R also, if we want to get a holiday, we want to opt for various services that we are providing, then we can go through this software. Okay, like for every organization, SAP will be there. Like if we even if I talk of my project also, for the assignment of the component selection, and if we want to place an order for it, so if we will produce the request to the management authorities for the to the department of our organization. So that will be there. So everything is done with the help of SAP, especially for mechanical engineers. That is very much required. Like what I have experienced in my BEL, that SAP is very much required. If you can work on them, work on that, and if you want to go in the coding section of it, then that one is also there. Like SAP is a
Yes,
separate
sir. I
organization.
want to go in the coding section, sir.
Like if you want to go in the coding section for SAP also, like you people can go and especially these language like C, C++, you people can work on it. And the thing is like for computer science
No,
engineer,
sir. How many job opportunities can we have in this SAP course?
you are from computer science background.
Yes, sir.
Like SAP, like in SAP also ample amount of like frankly, if I frankly tell you, you just for especially for computer science engineers, you just have to focus on one language. Okay, learn only one language, and you have to be expert in that language. Simple as that. That is
एंड
the
सर दैट
main.
मैन लैंग सर कोई मेन लैंग्वेज है ऐसी जिसमें हमें हमें मतलब स्पेसिफिक करना चाहिए कि ये लैंग्वेज ज़्यादा प्रेफर होती है इसमें?
Like you people can go for Python language. That is like that nowadays. I told you know that data science and machine learning is very much in fashion these days,
Yes, sir.
and the upcoming future is for artificial intelligence and this data science. So best option is for you is if you go for Python. That one is that the major advantage of it is that it is easy also. And if you are doing the courses in that domain, like if you are doing the courses in data science and machine learning, like how you will be able to manage the data, or like
Yes, sir.
you know, that you are getting the recommendations on YouTube, on Google, that based upon your previous history, that it is giving you the recommendation that these are the areas that you can go for. Like supposedly if you are looking for a cooking video on YouTube, then in
Yes,
the
sir.
future if you come back to it, you will get the recommendation of various cooks and various cuisines regarding
Yes,
it.
sir.
So that comes under data science and machine learning, and you people can go for Python language. That is the best one, easy also, and that is there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
There is one more question, and that is from Prachi Agrawal. The question is, I wanted to know about ESC. What type of administration work is done?
Like if I talk of engineering services, mainly handling the technical department. Administration is what in, like suppose like I have worked in the previous company, that is Alcon Builders and Engineers, and I have worked in the signal and telecom department. Like the work which we were doing over there, that is being handled. Like if you are an electronics engineer and if you are going in the Indian Railway signaling services, then you will be handling this department, the signaling and telecom. So what you people will be doing is like you have seen the different railway stations, all the electronics part of it, like signaling as well as telecom department. That one is being that one will be handled by you. Like how that station will be done, how the signaling portion will be done, how the telecom, like how the communication will be set up by the system, so that the station master will be able to communicate with the central control room. So all of it will be handled by it. So this like administration is what in sense is like the whole of the work will be done by the private company, but how that work will be done to administer that work and to get the final the working of the Indian railway station, that will be done by the engineering like ES officers. Like after the completion of the work, even for my company also, finally the green flag, like that station is working properly or not, is done by the ES officer. Like final upper hand, like finally yes, the job is being done, is like certification is being given by the ES officer. So that in that manner administration is being handled by this ES services.
Mr. Bobby Mittal, he wants to ask something. I request Bobby to please switch on your mic
Good morning,
and
sir.
video.
Good morning, sir. My name is Boy Mittal. I am engineer student. My question
Okay.
is, what should we do after BTech? Because my software part is weak and hardware part is good. Please share your opinion for me.
Like for that one, that is very good. Like if you are an electronics engineer,
Yes, sir.
and if you want to go for, like, you want to go for public sector or private sector.
Public, sir.
If you
Bobby,
want
it
to go
will
for
be good
public,
if you switch on your video also.
Yes, sir.
yeah, like what I can tell you is you can start preparing from this time itself. That like if during your BTech, that is, you will get the ample amount of time. And if you want to pursue like your career in the public sector department, then you have to focus especially on your second and third year subjects. And all these subjects are interlinked. Like don't study these subjects just for the sake of passing it. Like what I have experienced during my studying time is that all the subjects are interlinked. You just have to use one concept. If you are able to using one concept of the subject in other one, then you definitely, like if I talk of this maximum power transfer theorem, okay,
Yes, sir.
then it is similar to what you will studying in the electromagnetic theory, that impedance matching is there, no, impedance matching technique is there. For that one also, what we are doing is we are transferring the maximum power to the load, so that maximum efficiency we can get. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to tell you is all the concepts in your BTech, especially the second and third year subjects, they are designed in such a manner that they are interlinked with each other. So if you are getting that thing in your mind, and if you are able to link the subjects, no, then your preparation will be very easy. And for final year, like some of the subjects like microwave is there, radar communication is there,
Yes.
then this one satellite communication, optical fiber communication, these are the subjects also you have to prepare if you want to go for the public sector exam. Apart from this is the technical background. For PSUs especially, some non-technical portion will also come, okay. So what you have to do is you have to get the habit of studying newspaper every day. Like if you can go for the Hindu, the Indian Express. So
Yes.
two things will be happening. You will be able to get your vocab improved, your communication skills will be improved. Apart from that, your GK will also be improved, okay. That is very much
Okay, sir.
coming if you are going for PSU exams, the PSUs which are taking their own exams. In that one, non-technical section will also be there. In that one, aptitude,
Okay,
reasoning,
sir.
GK, current affairs will be there. So that one is all very much required in if you want to go for PSUs.
Okay,
Now
sir.
there is one more
And
question
sir,
from
sir,
Ananya
second question.
Bajpayee.
Excuse me, sir. Second question, please.
हाँ हाँ पूछिए.
Yeah, Bob. Please
Yes, sir.
proceed.
My second question: how to make a project into a product?
Okay, like if I talk of product, like what we have done is, like if I talk of myself in the minor project, what we have done is we have made one microwave radar based on the Arduino project, and in that one we have used the Arduino platform. Apart from it, what we have used stepper motor also. We have used this RF transmitter receiver portion also. So that is one project like that I have showed during my BL interview also. I have told them that yes, I have worked on this project, and what we have done is we have used the Arduino stepper motor and this transmit receiver 16 cross 2 LCD. So that was a demo project of the radar technology.
Okay, sir.
So since I was going in BEL and it is working in that domain, that has worked for my advantage. That yes, I was able to tell them that yes, I have worked on this technology, and I have the knowledge of that one also. So that is the thing. Like that was a product. That is a project that we have made, and it finally came out as a product. Like the technology that those people are using. So it was similar to that one. Like so, you can opt for that one also.
Okay, sir.
Like if you
And
want to go for if you want to produce a product, then you can go for fabrication technology also. Like in my class, some of the students have made antennas, like patch antenna they have made. This RFID based, especially the metro card, or even in RBL also we are punching at that one. That the technology that has been used, like RFID, no, in that one also patch antenna is used. That is a half wave dipole antenna that we are using in it. So that is a project that you can made, which is converting into a product. So
yes,
that
sir.
is the thing that like you people can work on.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
Now I request Miss Ananya Vajpayee to ask question.
Sir, very good afternoon to everyone. Sir, my question is, what are the main subjects we have to focus for the public sector exams for basically for electronic engineers?
First of all, if you want to prepare for GATE, subjects are this network theory. Okay, they like in the fourth semester, network analysis and synthesis is there.
Yes,
Then
sir.
EDC is there, electronic devices and circuits. So that the subjects that are included are basic electronics. Then EDC subject will also come. Okay, then analog electronics is there. In that one, the BJT and MOSFET. And apart from that, in the seventh semester, that op-amp subject will come. That is also there. That comes under analog electronics. Then
Yes,
comes
sir.
the communication part, analog communication as well as digital communication. Analog communication, I guess you people have studied in third semester.
Third semester.
Okay, correct. Right. Later
Yes,
on, talking about digital communication. Digital communication includes this ITC subject, information theory and coding. Apart from
yes, sir.
that, noise both in analog communication and in digital communication. Then if other subject is signal and system subject is there. For that one, especially signal and system subject name in the fourth semester. And then DSP subject, data digital signal processing.
Digital
That one will
communication.
these two subjects will cover the signal and system. Apart from that, digital electronics is there. Digital electronics is basically the application of this EDC and analog circuits. Digital electronics fourth
Okay,
semester
sir.
is there. Okay. Apart from that, engineering mathematics for all the three semesters, first, second, and third. Especially if I talk of this signal and system, the third semester engineering mathematics. Every topic of it is covered in signal and system. So
Okay, sir.
and like EDC is there, analog is there, digital electronics is there. Okay, then EMT is there, electromagnetic theory. Subjects
Yes,
are
sir.
field and wave and antenna and wave propagation. Very much
Okay.
required for it. Okay, then
And
network
EMI,
theory is there. Sorry.
EMI, electronic measurement and instrumentation.
Therefore, like if electronic measurement and instrumentation will definitely will be there. Control system is there. For if you want to go for gate, then electronic measurement is not required. Only
Okay.
engineering mathematics, digital electronics, analog electronics, EDC, EMT, then control system, signal and system. These are the core
Okay, sir.
7 subjects that you have to study. Okay. And if you want
Okay.
to go for engineering services is more about considering all the subjects that you have studied in the during your 4 years. Like in engineering services, VHDL will also come, advanced electronics, then
Okay, sir.
optical communication, optical fiber, radar communication, satellite communication, microwave. Okay,
Okay,
and
sir.
basic these gate subjects that I have already mentioned. So if you want to go for gate, you can focus on your second and third year subjects. And if you want to go for engineering services, you can focus on all the areas, like on all the subjects that you have studied for the 4 years.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The next question is in the chat box. I can see how can we prepare for interview in public sectors. I request Engineer Aman Gulati to please answer this question. How can we prepare for interview in public sector? Engineer Aman Gulati, can you please answer this question?
Yes, sir. For preparing for interview, there are various platforms. Secondly, what you can do is there are various mock interviews which were conducted during our time, and I am sure there will be they must be conducting even during these days. So you have to take those consider those mock interviews as an actual interview, and you have to learn from them the mistakes which you will be doing in those interviews. You have to rectify those mistakes. Secondly, whenever you go for an interview, you have to focus only on the areas of your expertise. I have given interviews for 2 or 3 PSUs. In all those, what I analyzed is that you have to focus on your area of expertise. If you go beyond your area of expertise and If you let them venture in other areas, then you will have to suffer. So you have to try that the people who are interviewing you, they should come. They You should try to let them come to your area. Secondly, that there is a mock platform called Interview Bit. It is a very good platform. You can use it. It is a free platform and you can use it for preparing. Secondly, there are two paid platforms known as Pramp and Career Cup. They are paid, but they are also very good platform for preparing for interview. You can take their help. Career Cup and Pramp. And Interview Bit is a free platform. You can use it.
Okay. The next question is from Harish. The question is, how can I pursue career in government sector apart from technical?
Yes, apart from technical, like in IBPS, there are two major exams. One is railways and second is bank. Apart from technical, which most of the people prepare. In those, if you want to go for, actually, this syllabus of SSC CGL is somewhat different than IBPS. In IBPS, the more focus is on data interpretation, reasoning and aptitude, while in SSC CGL the more focus is on GK. The data interpretation is of basic level, maths is of higher level. So you have to I would recommend you to first make a mind in which area you want to go, because even for the first 2 years when I was preparing, it was very difficult to simultaneously prepare for SSC bank and SSC and bank simultaneously. So you should first make up your mind whether you want to go for SSC or you should want to go for banking. If you want to go for banking, you should focus focus more on reasoning, maths, vocabulary. And if you want to go towards SSC, you should focus more on GK and maths. Maths should be because the math in the advanced stages of CGL, that is mains part, English and maths, they are of higher level. So you have to, if you want to go for SSC, your maths should be very good, because in mains you will have to suffer otherwise. And second question which you have asked is how to prepare for any competitive exam. Even for that, I would, as I have mentioned in PPT, you have to group your areas of studies. Means there are some common areas which are common to some of the exam, and some group of exams, some common areas are asked in other group of exams, some another group of areas are asked. You have to group those exams together and then appear for only those exams. If you try to appear for any all of the exams and you appear for you every week you go after one or other exam, then in my opinion it will take a lot of time. If you group exams in one category, like exams similar to SSC CGL or exams similar to banking, then it will become more easy for you to clear those exams, like banking, insurance sector, then MBA. They all have similar type of syllabus. Reasoning is of same type, math is of same type, English. So if you are preparing for banking, I would recommend you to give all the insurance exams, National Insurance Corporation, Life Insurance Corporation, then MBA exams, MAT, ZAT. If you are preparing for SSC, I would advise you not to give these exams, rather give railway exam, then there are exams, forces exam for various forces. If you are preparing for UPSC civil services, which even I have done for 2-3 years, then I would advise you to give all the UPSC exams which the UPSC takes, like CDS, Combined Defense Services, or EPFO, Employee Provident Services, then CDS exam, and section officer exams. So you can club a similar type of exams, and I would recommend you to focus on similar type of exams so that your energy is utilized in productive way. And the next question is being solopreneur. Solopreneur is better or not? Sorry, I am not able to understand what is solopreneur.
I think Bhupinder wants to ask something. I would request Bhupinder to please start his video. Yeah, Bhupinder, please. Please unmute yourself.
Good morning, sir. My question is, Mr. Arpan sir, which
Yes.
which IoT technology used in Bell, like Node MCU, microbit, ESP?
Microbit and ESP we are using in BEL, like in our BEL simulators department is there. Okay, so these are like ESP and microbit. In that one we are using especially for the defense people, and we are working on that domain.
Sir, or which software you use in programming?
Software, frankly speaking, like I don't know much about that, but yes, like for simulation of the software, majority like they have used C, C++, and Java for the for the working of the their project.
Sir, my next question is,
Please proceed. Please proceed.
how can store data in cloud using? Sorry, sir.
It's okay. It's okay. Even I have faced the same thing at your age, so it's okay. Tell me. You can speak in Hindi also, यार कोई problem नहीं है.
Yes,
कोई
sir.
बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं.
सर जो हमारा जैसे हमने अभी जो हमने माइनर में प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था कलर शॉर्टिंग मशीन, अभी
हाँ
उसमें
जी.
हमें उसमें जो हमारी इमेज रिकॉग्निशन और कलर सेंसिंग में थोड़ी सी दिक्कत आएगी, मतलब जैसे हम 5 कलर हमने अभी सेंस किए, उसमें आगे उसमें डार्क कलर और लाइट कलर में डिफरेंस आ जाता है, तो उसको कैसे हम डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं?
किस चीज में डिफरेंस आ जाता है?
सर जैसे हम लाइट कलर को लाइट कलर की एक मिनट से जैसे हम लाइट कलर रिकॉग्निशन करते हैं और डार्क कलर रिकॉग्निशन करते हैं, हमने लाइट में 5 कलर रिकॉग्नाइज करे, जैसे उनकी इंटेंसिटी अलग अलग आ गई और डार्क की अलग
ठीक है.
अलग आती है,
ठीक
तो
है.
हम उनको इंटीग्रेट कैसे करें? मतलब या तो हम लाइट कलर को ही कर सकते हैं या फिर डार्क को ही कर सकते हैं। अगर हम लाइट और डार्क दोनों करते हैं तो वो डिफरेंट कलर बता देता है कि अननोन कलर है ये।
आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बैकग्राउंड से हैं?
यस सर, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक 4th ईयर।
ओके, सो व्हाट यू लाइक, आप क्या कर सकते हैं उसके रिगार्ड में? आप लोग ना जो सेंसर यूज कर रहे होंगे उसके लिए.
सर TCS 3200,
हाँ जी.
TCS 3200।
नो नो, द थिंग आई एम टेलिंग इज, जो सेंसर आप लोग यूज कर रहे हैं उसके अंदर ना रिकॉग्निशन के लिए,
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
वो सेंसर सिर्फ एक ही लाइट के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होगा, या तो वो डार्क को यूज करता होगा या वो ब्लैक को या लाइट को यूज करा होगा या डार्क को यूज करा होगा. बट यू कैन डू इज लाइक, आप लोग अपना सेंसर अपग्रेड कर सकते हैं जिसके अंदर वो मल्टीपल, अगर सपोजली मल्टीपल कलर्स भी यूज हों तो उनकी रिकॉग्निशन भी वो इजीली कर सके. लाइक दैट विल बी, आई गेस वो हार्डवेयर प्रॉब्लम ही हो सकता है. बाकी मतलब जितनी मेरी नॉलेज है उस हिसाब से. हाँ जी.
नहीं सर, उसके अंदर मतलब या तो हम डार्क को करते हैं तो लाइट के कलर छोड़ देता है, अगर हम लाइट को करते हैं तो डार्क के कलर छोड़ देता है, अगर हम दोनों करना चाहें तो वो अननोन कलर बता देता है या फिर व्हाइट कलर में कन्वर्ट कर देता है उस कलर को।
नहीं, मैं वही चीज कह रहा हूँ आपको कि आपके ना पॉसिबली हो सकता है आपके सेंसर में प्रॉब्लम होगी, क्योंकि आपका सेंसर जो है वो केपेबल है एक ही टाइप के कलर को रिस्पॉन्ड करने के लिए. एट अ टाइम अगर आपको मल्टीपल कलर्स को रिस्पॉन्ड करवाना है तो आपके सेंसर को आपको अपग्रेड करना पड़ेगा. मतलब उस चीज के रिगार्ड में आप लोग सॉफ्टवेयर के थ्रू कोई एडवांसमेंट जहां तक मेरे को लगता है नहीं कर सकते. किसी जगह पे हार्डवेयर लिमिटेड है कि हाँ वो जितनी मैक्सिमम परफॉर्मेंस दे सकता है उस इतनी ही देगा ना. तो वही बात है कि आपको अपना सेंसर उतना अपग्रेड करना पड़ेगा ताकि मल्टीपल कलर्स को वो रिस्पॉन्ड कर सके. सिर्फ इतनी सी बात.
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
So I think the speakers have answered all the queries of the
Hello,
day.
sir.
Hello.
Sir, my name is Bobby. Yes, sir. Bobby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bobby, please, if you want to ask something, you can.
Yes, sir. सर अभी हम सेंसर्स की बात कर रहे थे अंकुल सर, तो मैं सर से ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, जैसे हम टी-शर्ट 3200 सेंसर हम यूज कर रहे हैं, वो सर हर कलर को मेजर करता है, हर कलर की
ठीक है,
इंटेंसिटी को। लेकिन
ठीक
सर
है,
प्रॉब्लम ये है उसमें कि अगर हम, जैसे कि व्हाइट कलर होता है, उसकी इंटेंसिटी हम आरजीबी में निकालते हैं, रेड ग्रीन
करेक्ट,
ब्लू आरजीबी कलर
हाँ
में। तो
जी,
आरजीबी में सर ये चीज करता है कि जैसे कि हमने उसको ना कंडीशन दे दी 15 से कम वाला हमारा व्हाइट है, और
ठीक
आरजीबी की
है,
वैल्यू 15 से कम है, व्हाइट है। लेकिन सर येलो की भी जो इंटेंसिटी है वो भी इससे कम ही आ रही है।
ओके,
तो सर हमारा मेन जो यहाँ पे आ रखा है, ये आ रखी काफी ऐसे कलर हैं जो कि बिल्कुल ऑलमोस्ट सेम आते हैं इंटेंसिटी में। मान लो
ठीक
कि
है,
हमने व्हाइट को सेंस करा रहा है या येलो को सेंस कराएंगे, तो सर हमारा व्हाइट ही आएगा तब भी। तो
ठीक,
मेन क्वेश्चन हमारा यही है कि हम कैसे कलर को डिफरेंट डिफरेंट दिखा सके, क्योंकि आरजीबी की वैल्यू ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही आती है, मैक्सिमम 1 पॉइंट कुछ इंटेंसिटी का फर्क पड़ता है इनमें।
तो उस चीज के रिगार्ड में मैं आपको यही कह सकता हूँ। देखिए, पहली तो एक चीज जो आप कर सकते हो बाय डिफॉल्ट, अगर कोडिंग के अंदर अगर आप लोग उसकी इंटेंट, जैसे आप लोग अलग अलग कलर्स को रिकॉग्नाइज करने के लिए अलग अलग टाइप की आप बता रहे हो ना, जैसे इतनी इंटेंसिटी आ रही है, उसकी इतनी इंटेंसिटी आ रही
यस
है,
सर।
लेकिन अगर उसके अंदर अगर माइन्यूट सा ही फर्क है, ठीक है ना, तो उसके
यस सर।
अंदर प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ आपकी सेंसर की हो सकती है कि सेंसर उतना ज्यादा सेंसिटिव होना चाहिए कि वो माइन्यूट से माइन्यूट वेरिएशन को भी प्रॉपरली डिफरेंशिएट कर सके। मतलब उसका रेजोल्यूशन उतना अच्छा होना चाहिए कि वो माइन्यूट, सपोजली अगर माइक्रो माइक्रो कैंडला की इंटेंसिटी के अंदर भी फर्क आ रहा है तो उसको भी वो प्रॉपरली जज कर सके। तो मैं आपको यही रेकमेंड करूंगा, अगर तो वो चीज़ सॉफ्टवेयर से हो सकती है कि अगर बेस्ड अपॉन द अमाउंट ऑफ परसेंटेज इंटेंसिटी दैट यू आर गेटिंग ऑन द सेंसर, अगर उसके बेसिस पे आप लोग अपने कोडिंग में डिफ्रेंशिएट कर सकते हो तो वेल एंड गुड। नहीं तो किसी जगह पे जाके आपको सेंसर का रेजोल्यूशन बढ़ाना ही पड़ेगा। उसके अंदर हार्डवेयर, कोई हार्डवेयर कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता। तो हार्डवेयर आपको उतना थोड़ा सा अपना अपग्रेड करना ही करना पड़ेगा ताकि उसका जो रेजोल्यूशन है और जो उसकी सेंसिटिविटी है वो उतनी अच्छी हो कि वो माइन्यूट से माइन्यूट वेरिएशन को भी प्रॉपरली डिटेक्ट कर सके।
So any more queries? So I think we have our speakers have answered all the queries of for today's alumni talk. So now I would like to thank both our speakers. So I would like to thank Engineer Arpan Rathor and Engineer Aman Gulati for sharing their inspirational and highly motivated thoughts with our budding engineers. On the behalf of Ambala College of Engineering and Applied Research, I would like to thank both of you for sparing valuable time from your busy schedule and contributing in this alumni talk. I also seek your constant encouragement and support for your juniors in future also. I am also thankful to all the participating faculty members, students, and other guests for making this talk more interesting and useful. I am thankful to all the higher authorities for their valuable contribution in making this talk a grand success. Now I request our principal, Dr. Amit Vasan, to felicitate our speakers with certificate of appreciation. Over to you, Principal Sir.
So I would like to thank all the members present over here, and my special thanks to our speakers, Mr. Aman Gulati. So we are presenting you these certificates, and I think Vijay sir will mail you these certificates in soft copy. So thank you very much. This is the certificate for Aman Gulati ji, and I would like to present this certificate to Arpan also, Arpan ji. So thank you
थैंक यू
very
सर,
much for being with
थैंक यू
us.
सर,
Thank you, sir.
Over
Thank you.
to, thank you.
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Dr. Amit Vasan. In the end, I request all the participants to give their valuable feedback. For this, I have shared a Google form link in the chat box. So you all are requested to give your valuable feedback regarding today's alumni talk, so that we can improve these kind of alumni talks in future. So all are requested to give their feedback, And once again, I am thankful to all the participants for making this talk a grand success. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I'll be waiting for 2-3 minutes so that all students and all the participants may please copy the link. So after that, I'll be winding up the session. So you may please copy the link and then we'll stop